Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Read Some Tsukihime. A couple of things from the first part that need to be addressed. For one, I now have the proper font installed, which means no more lines. That was a mistake. Those were all meant to be ellipses, which is good, because that was very, very confusing, especially because the line looked like the letter I. Number two is that now I don't have it cut off anymore. It was slightly cut off at the sides because for some reason my tests it wasn't, and now it don't worry. It's all good in this hood. So, let's continue our reading, and let's have a good time. I have been informed by my friends, my colleagues, my Discord members that this game works on relationship values to determine the route. Now, the actual route split, I've been told, is quite far away, so it's not like I'm worried about necessarily, immediately going the CL route, but I am definitely right now more CL-oriented than perhaps another character. That said, you can only get two paths right now, and then two paths are in later, and the first two paths that are in now are the ones that are in the remake, if I'm correct. So, we'll see how this goes. We'll see where we get. Honestly, either way, I'm fine with getting it first, but we'll see. I would kind of prefer a certain other character, let's say. But if I don't, then, well, it is what it is. So let's get going. Let's get reading and see what awaits us with moving into this house. Let's go. Wah! Well, let's restore that. What did I even press? Answer something that has made me skip a lot. Okay. Dinner takes place with Akiha and I being face to face. I guess it's natural here, as Hisui and Kohaku-san do not eat with us, standing behind us to tend to our needs. Ah, there we go. Do you see? Those are the ellipses that are meant to be there, so thank God we fixed that. I thought it'd be natural if all four of us ate together, so you could say I'm caught off guard by this inexplicably tense dinner. I should mention at this point that I've totally forgotten anything related to table manners by now. Well, I do remember little pieces, so it's not like I'm a complete amateur, but humans tend to pack away unused memories into the corners of their mind. The tension was actually quite thrilling, with every one of my movements causing Akiha to raise an eyebrow. When I think about it, think about how I'll have to go through this every day, though, it's really depressing. Finishing dinner, I return to my room. It's still only just past 8 at night. It's too early to sleep. I don't know about you, bud. Hey, 8 o'clock, that's fine by me. I'll take that. So what should I do? Go to... Oh my, well, I mean, I feel like the answer here is obvious. Let's go watch TV. Yeah, let's go. Let's see. Kohaku-san's room is here, isn't it? Hey, let's do it. Come on, let's go. And knock, knock. I knock on her door. Kohaku-san, are you there? Yes, please hold on a moment. I hear her cheerful voice from inside the room. I wait for about 3 minutes. Kohaku-san opens the door and pokes her head out. Oh, it's Yushiki-sama. What are you doing here at this time? I see she took off the maid outfit and is now only in a kimono. Cute. Well, I was wondering if you'd let me watch your TV. Eh? Kohaku-san gives me a bewildered look. Well, there's no TV in this house, is there? I've been living in a normal house up till now, so it's a daily routine for me to watch TV after dinner. I guess I can't calm down now without watching it or something like that. So, the more I say it, the more I realize I'm doing something stupid. There's something not right about barging into a lady's room demanding to watch her TV. Look, even Kohaku-san is just standing there looking bewildered. Wait, no, she's not. Guess you're right. You've been living at the Arima house until yesterday, after all. You must think this managed to be kinda depressing after moving here all of a sudden. Kawaku-san gives a cheerful laugh. Let's see. Have you talked to Akiha-sama and Hisui-chan about this yet? You mean about coming to your room, Kohaku-san? Kohaku-san nods. No, I haven't talked to anyone about it yet. What about it? Oh, no, it's nothing. It's just that I would have to turn you away. You already talked to him about it. Smiling while she speaks, Kohaku-san looks up and down the hallway. Luckily for us, there isn't anyone else around. Please, hurry up and come on in. It'll be troublesome if we're caught. Oh. Please just sit anywhere. I'll go make some tea. Coughing to clear my throat, I take a seat. There are all sorts of little things in Kohaku-san's room. It might be thought of as a bit messy for a girl's room. There aren't many really things you can call cute. What she does have is a lot of things that don't look very useful. Rather, it has an atmosphere of a room belonging to an orderly, scholarly person. Already in the miscellaneous objects, I find the TV. On top of the table is the remote. Maybe Kohaku-san has been watching the TV up until just now. Thanks for waiting. Tea is fine for you, isn't it, Shiki-sama? Oh, thank you. Please, don't mind me too much. Oh no, not at all. I'm sorry I can't do much to treat you. Kohaku-san says so, smiling warmly. So, the TV. What do you watch around this time, Shiki-sama? I don't have any set programs in particular, but news is a pretty basic one. Oh, what a boring dude. This guy doesn't even watch his anime, I bet. I like to hear new trends, and I like snob stories. That's so. You seem like a very laid-back person, so I thought you'd be reading after your dinner or something. Yeah, no, I don't have such a fun. What? I mean, look at me. What do you take me for? You think I'm one of those guys who picks up a book? Come on. Is it the glasses? It's the glasses, isn't it? She thinks we're a nerd because we got the glasses. It is what it is. You know what they say about appearances, right? Damn shame. Damn shame. I don't consider myself laid back either, but maybe that's the impression I give with my glasses. Yeah, I told you. It's the glasses. Glasses give people that feeling. Ah, you wear glasses, Shiki-sama. Akiha-sama didn't say anything about that at all, so I was quite surprised when I saw you at the door. I see. I haven't met Akiha since I started wearing these glasses. These glasses are just for show. I guess you could say my eyes are bad, but I think my vision is better than most people. It's not because I studied too much or went nearsighted or anything. Ah, crap. I had an intellectual image, but did I disappoint you? Not at all. I enjoy watching TV more than reading, too. I'm glad you're an energetic person, just like I thought you were. Oh, yeah, thanks. I'm a little embarrassed. Faced directly with Kohaku-san's carefree smile, I can't help but feel a little nervous. Now, I'm sorry. You came to watch the news, didn't you? Kohaku-san switches the TV on. It's already 9 o'clock. The news, as it usually does, reports the day's events with a little exaggeration. A little, huh? God, I wish I lived in that world. Oh dear. Looks like there's been another one of those serial murders. Kohaku-san says to herself while sitting next to me, sounding not the least bit concerned. The news is running a special on the serial killings. The serial murders, which began in the neighboring town, are now beginning to be connected within this, or concentrated within this town. It's a pretty simple story. Late at night, he attacks young girls indiscriminately, and in the end, he drains their blood. It seems like last night's victim is the 9th one so far. That's a lot. I wonder what the police are doing about it. Who knows? It would seem pretty easy to catch a murderer who comes out at night, but he's really careful so they can't trace him. Could be right. The clues about murderers build up as they kill more people, so if they haven't caught him after 9 murders, he really must be carefully prepared for the killings. A careful killer, huh? But aren't these killings spontaneous crimes? It's quite strange to think of them as being carefully prepared. You're right. If there's no evidence left at all, then maybe he's not a random killer at all. I can only think he's got it all planned out for the start for execution. Ah, I see. But then, what would be the point of killing those 9 girls? Are they friends of his? Acquaintances? Probably not. If there were connections like that, I think the police would have realized it by now. In the end, I suppose it's an incomprehensible case without motives or connections. Kawaku-san says all of this disturbing stuff with a smile. It seems like she's not really worried about this case. These murders are happening here in this town, Kohaku-san. You're a young girl after all, so aren't you a little scared? I'll be fine, since the killer only appears late at night. If I don't go out at night, I won't run into him. Baku-san really is a clear thinker. It is perhaps a bit of a raw explanation, but I suppose that's how a mere news story should be treated. Sorry for intruding on you. I'll be counting on you the next time I feel like watching TV. Sure, I'll be waiting. Baku-san looks up and down the hallway. I'd like to escort you back to your room, but Hisui-chan is waiting there, so I'll have to say goodbye here. Okay. Good night. I had no idea bedtime at the mansion was at 10. Apparently there's some kind of unwritten rule here that one is not to be out of the room after 10. We're gonna break that rule. We're gonna break that rule as soon as we can. Still so formal here, even with the old man gone. Well, I guess it's only natural. I'm also getting tired from the unfamiliarity with this mansion, so I obediently return to my room. When I return to my room, my bed has been made. Did Hisui make it while I was away? I'm glad she did, but it's really more than I deserve. I scratched my cheek. Then... Are you there, Shiki-sama? Oh, Hisui. I hear Hisui's voice along with a knock at the door. Yeah, I'm here. Come on in. Excuse me. Good evening. Thanks for making my bed, Hisui. Hisui quietly nods in acceptance. Yeah, just as I thought. I'm not used to this. Is, anything else you want to tell me? No, nothing from me. But Akiha-sama has instructed me to answer any questions you may have. I see. If there are things I want to ask, but I'll probably get to know them as I continue to live here. Yeah. What I want to know right now before sleep is it true that the curfew here is 7? Yes. The main gate is locked at 7, and all entrances to the mansion are to be locked at 8. It is also a rule that one must not try to go walking around in the mansion after 10. Not even walking around the mansion? Well, I've got no complaint with that, but isn't that kind of harsh? Akiha and I aren't children, so I don't think you have to go that far. Indeed. It is a rule, however, so please abide by it. You are aware of the recent disturbances at night, are you not, Shiki-sama? Yeah, that vampire thing Arihiko was talking about. Vampires, am I right? Pfft, there's no way, right? Right? Well, as long as something like that is happening, I guess it's better be safe than sorry. What else? Oh, do you mind if I ask an off-topic question? Yes, what is it? I'd like to know what kind of work you and Kohaku-san do around here. I'm here to serve Shiki-sama's needs, and my sister Kohaku to serve Lady Akiha-sama. In our spare time, we do the maintenance chores around the mansion. Is there anything more you would like to know? To serve. That's all it is after all. My shoulders suddenly feel heavier. It seemed completely natural to Akiha when she said it, but I'm nothing more than a normal high school student. I have no interest in having a girl around my age serving me. At least for now. What, so that's okay later? It'll be fine later on? Okay. By serving me, you mean you're a personal servant. I mean, you're a personal servant, but are you like a personal servant? You know, are you you know? No, probably not. Probably not. What? I mean, well, no, probably not. I'm gonna say no. Oh well. At least your butt is vacuum sealed on the thumbnails. Boy, I sure hope I use her in the thumbnail, otherwise that's going to make people very confused. Okay. Yes. Please do not hesitate to ask anything of me. Well, I get it. Going by how Akia was talking about you, it doesn't seem like I can dismiss you, so I'll just obediently let you serve me. Is there anything in particular you would like? Nothing in particular, but could you stop calling me Shiki-sama? To be honest, I get chills down my back when I hear it. But Shiki-sama, you are my master. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying I hate. I've been living a normal life up until yesterday. I have no desire to start living where a girl my age addresses me with Sama. I see. Hisui's response was less than enthusiastic. Just call me Shiki, and in exchange, I'll call you Hisui. Let's do away with the formalities and be more casual with each other. Still expressionless, Hisui lowers her eyebrows as if she's being troubled. But you are my employer. It's not like I'm hiring you. You're the one doing the things I can't, so you're the great one. I see. Hisui gives another unenthusiastic reply. Looks like I won't be able to talk her into it in just one day. Anyhow, that's how it is. Don't be so formal towards me. I'll be grateful if you tell your sister Kohaku-san, too. Very well. As you say, Shiki-sama. Well, failed step 1. Expressionless, Hisui bows her head. She completely failed to understand. I will be leaving now. Please rest for tonight. Bowing, Hisui puts her hand on the doorknob. Oh, I forgot to ask something. Hold on for a sec. Running towards the door, I put my hand on Hisui's shoulder before she leaves. Whoa. In an instant, Hisui's arm pushes away my arm with incredible momentum. Well, I guess that's our cue to know that she's not, she's not that kind. She's not, so. Settled. Understood. Thank you. Have a nice day. With a whack, she slaps my hand back and leaps back. It's so sudden that it's the only thing I can say. Hisui's expressionless, but she glares at me fierce. Did I just do something wrong? I am very sorry. She sounds very nervous. I am not used to being touched. Please forgive me. Hisui's shoulders are faintly trembling. I feel like I just did something really terrible. Yeah, ooh. I'm sorry. I apologize without thinking. I don't understand why myself. I just feel sorry for Hisui and lower my head. Hisui says nothing. I get the feeling her stare is calm again. You have nothing to apologize for, Shiki-sama. I am the one to blame. No, well, maybe. I scratch my head. Hisui stares at me, pausing only to blink for a second. What was it you wanted to ask me, Shiki-sama? That's right. I stopped her because I wanted to ask her something. Oh, I want to ask about Akiha. Doesn't she go to boarding school? That was only during middle school, Shiki-sama. From this year onwards, Akiha-sama has special permission to attend school from home. That's really ironic now, because nowadays you need special permission to attend school from school, and because COVID. I cannot wait to get things back to normal. Then again, I guess I can do this, which is it's not bad. Worse things. Anyways, you mean she goes to school from here? Yes, but it is uncommon for her to come home before dusk like today. Kia-sama's practice until dinner, so she always comes home before 7. Practice? Like, practice what? Today is Thursday, so she would have violin practice. Oh, is she one of those types who's like always practicing like violin and stuff? Ugh. Musical types, am I right? Eh? Usually, she is able to return before dinner on weekdays, so if you have anything to say to Akia-sama, please let Nei-san know after dinner. Hisui bows to say goodbye and leaves the room. Violin practice. What on earth is that? I hope you mean why and not what is violin practice, cause wow, what type of life did you have if you don't know what a violin is? She's not, oh, well, okay, there we go. She's not some upper class lady or anything, so why would she have to do something about this? Oh, wait, she is an upper class lady. Yeah, come to think of it, my sister Tono Akiya is a natural born upper class lady. In my memory, she was always the obedient, ever uneasy sister who'd always follow me around. As a child, Akiya was always quiet, never having the courage to express her desires. She was a frail girl who always lived in fear of a constant scolding from our father. Yeah, we'll really change after 8 years. Not me! Well, I guess I do. Because I'm a cat now. I'm a cat boy. I'm a cat now. Like nya. Like nya. I'm a cat boy now. This is what the internet's done to me. Catboyitis. Like nya. Akiha has become the Akiha right now too. 8 years is a long time. It's half our lives up till now. I was absent from this mansion during the vital period where a child becomes an adult. I'm sorry, Akiha. I think things would have been better if I had been with her during those 8 years. I unconsciously mumble an apology. These hard music cuts get me every time. Left by myself, I lie on my bed. This house from 8 years ago, my blood relative from 8 years ago, they really are putting emphasis on that, aren't they? That's a concern. It feels like a little like they belong to someone else. I wonder what's going to happen to me now. Grumbling to no one in particular, I fall asleep. Awoo! I hear the wave-like sound of something's voice. That's a wolf, dude. Awoo! Something is howling. Too sharp and high-pitched to be a stray dog. Awoo! It echoes in my eardrums. Is it howling at the moon? Awoo! This doesn't feel right. This beastly howl is beginning to give me a headache. Awoo! Doesn't stop. Awoo! 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 Ah, just shut up already. I wake up. I can hear the sound of a dog barking outside the window. The clock indicates it is past 11. That's like one of the worst. Okay, if you go to bed at like 8 or 9, the worst thing is to wake up and be like, oh, what time is it? It's like 11 or 12, and you're like, this sucks. This is more than just a neighborhood nuisance. Damn, I can't sleep like this. Dog's howling comes from somewhere near the mansion's fence. Doesn't seem like I can go back to sleep at this rate. Even Akiya and the others wouldn't be able to sleep with a racket like this. So I'm the only man of the house. Guess I've got no choice but to investigate. See, this is a little... I will say, having played both this, played Fate and this, boy, that whole thing of, that whole recurring thing of, well, I'm the man of the house. I'm a man. You gotta do the man stuff. You're a woman. You gotta do the woman stuff. There's a little bit of that prevalent. Little bit too much for me. But, yeah, I mean, at least Shiro gets better. Better also, Shiki. You better also. We'll see. I think it's coming from the right side of the mansion. I open the curtains and check what's happening outside. And outside my room is a large tree. On one of the branches is perched a blue crow. Hey, if you get one of those, you get more rewards at the end of your quest, so go grab that. Monster. Oh, a bird! Sorry, that kind of jump scared me. I don't like that bird. A bird's spooky. It's got a duck bill. In the dark night I see nothing but black, and yet it's quite clear to me that that crow is blue. Never seen or even heard of a blue crow before. It glares at me. Feels like the eyes of the crow are staring at me like soulless mechanical lenses. Ah! After a yawn-like cry, it noisily flies off. Hey, you know what's great? You know what's actually really good? I absolutely love the sound of Japanese crows. Like, especially when they're cawing for, like, the evening. Like, I hear that sound in so many, like specifically to me, it reminds me of PS2 era games. Like Okami, like Tulip, all of those games. That the sound of the crow going caw, caw, as it flies, like, as the night comes. That there, it's peak. That's beautiful. I want to live in that world. And when I went to Japan, no, I heard those crows. And I actually cried because I was living that dream. Good stuff. Good stuff. Anyways, this crow is still freaking me the frick out. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's spooky. All right, let's hope that it doesn't jump scare us, because boy, it really do be looking straight at us, don't it? So let's hope that things don't get spooky. Okay, it's gone. Oh, we're good. Oh, I was legit, like, freaking out. After a yawn-like cry, it noisily flies off. What was that? I can feel a faint chill on my back. The howling of the dogs grows louder. Ow! 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 Really starting to get on my nerves. Not only is it noisy, but hearing it causes my heart to start pounding. I have an almost instinctual distaste for it. Shut up. I change out of my pajamas and into my uniform. You really have no other casual clothes? Wow. That's weird. And leave the room. Ow! The howling echoes through the night. The sound is definitely coming from the right-hand side of the mansion. For some reason, my throat feels dry. Maybe it's all the awooing I've had to do. The high walls stretch their way around the mansion. Clearing my throat, I head towards where the dogs must be gathered. I arrive at where the howling originates. Ah? Ow! The howling doesn't stop, but there are no signs of dogs. All there is a person. Under the light from the streetlight that carves apart the darkness, stands a man in a dark coat. The howling is coming from right beside him, but there are no dogs to be seen anywhere. The man in the coat, pretty tall, just decent. He's not a short king like me. He's a tall king, I guess. He has a strongly built body and his back is facing me. My throat, man, that's dry. Man, I should have had some water before I left. Oh! The voice of a dog resounds in my ears. The night air coils itself around my skin. For no apparent reason, I have difficulty breathing and moving, as if I'm at the bottom of the sea. Caw! A cry overhead. Loud flapping of its wings, the blue crow lands onto the man's shoulder. Then suddenly, the crow vanishes. Eh? Could it be an illusion? Looked like the crow disappeared into his black coat. The man in the black coat turns around. Why is your neck so long? That is a long neck. Also the thing with your skin. Under the white streetlight, he's just like a shadow. A black lump. In the middle of that lump, only the weapon-like eyes shine out, burning with a fiery intelligence. Ah, I can't breathe. But fortunately, those eyes seem like they're not even looking at me. Not here after all. The man in the black coat leaves. When I can no longer see him, I'm finally able to breathe properly again. Ah. Oh, ah. I managed to take a few deep breaths. I realize the dog's howling has ceased. Ah. I returned to my room. There's no sign of Akiha or the others being awake. I guess I'm the only one who couldn't stand the dog's howling. Gah! What's happening? My head still hurts. Huh? Why am I trembling? Looking down, my fingers are trembling. My entire body is shaking and my back feels very cold. It's almost like... yeah. Like someone ripped out my spine and replaced it with ice. Yeah, I feel dizzy. Just the usual anemia. I get the feeling of falling towards the floor. By the way, I see something unpleasant. Oh, what? Even though I'm wearing my glasses, I can still see the lines. Uh-oh. Looks like we gotta get a new prescription and... you know what? Okay. After 8 years, yeah, you need an updated prescription. It's as simple as that. I hadn't seen them at all for a long time, so my reaction is magnified. I feel sick. With the dizziness from my anemia, I feel like I'm about to throw up with the contents of my stomach. What's going on? I don't understand. Only that as long as my eyes are open, scribbles fly everywhere across my vision. It's a bad dream. Somehow I managed to collapse into bed. Yeah. I should sleep. That's the easiest way to deny what I'm seeing. My body doesn't move as I want it to. All I should do is lie here and fall fast asleep, like a corpse. Oh man, rough day. And we got school tomorrow? Oh, this sucks. Inversion Impulse 2, the second day. October 22nd, Friday. The day of fries. Sensei told me. My eyes could see the points where things could easily be broken. As if that thing were to be a person, and if that thing would be a person, then what I would see would be their vital spots. Lines which, if cut, could break something apart without any effort. With those lines, even things as hard as steel could easily be cut. In other words, everything in existence has a destiny of breaking internalized within it. This is something inescapable for anything with a physical form, Shiki. So, this is something that's interesting. This is something I'm already starting to put together. Shiki has the power to destroy anything. His power is based on destruction. It's the breaking of lines. Whereas Shiro is the power of creation, the power of building, the power of projecting, right? So already you have two very different sort of power sets that are going to be molded over time, right? One built on, constructing and projecting and going all the way with that, and one going with breaking, destroying, cutting, and going all the way with that. So that's interesting. I wonder how far we're gonna go with that. Like, are we gonna get Shiki denying? Are we gonna get Shiki embracing? I don't know. We got, stuff to find out, but that's just an observation from right now. So we'll see if that pans out. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Who knows? We'll see. Anyways, I didn't read that, did I? No, I did. Here we go. This is something inescapable for anything with a physical form, Shiki. Okay, yep, go back. That's what Sensei had said. I was still a child back then. I remember finally understanding what she meant and getting scared. In other words, the world is full of cracks and it could collapse at any instant. There are scribbles all over the ground, and there's a possibility that the earth could start breaking apart if I walk over it. That's terrifying. When I realized what she meant, I thanked Sensei from the bottom of my heart for the glasses she gave me. I couldn't have gone on living if I had continued to see the lines all the time. The points where things could easily be broken. There isn't a single advantage to being able to... I don't know about that. I feel like you could make a mean living as a lumberjack. Like, just like with Shiro, it's like the best repairman. It's like you, it's like the best lumberjack, #1. Good morning. I hear an unfamiliar voice. It is morning. It is time for you to wake up, Shiki-sama. Stop calling me Shiki-sama already. I told you yesterday it sends chills down my back. We can still see the lines. I wake up. Hisui stands far from the bed like a statue. Where am I? Good morning, Shiki-sama. The girl in maid uniform bows. Ah, yeah, I came home. Right. I pushed myself up, looking around the room. In that instant, I can feel sharp pain in my temples. Ah, are you looking for your glasses? Hisui gently hands me my glasses. Oh, thank God they're gone. Woo! I let out a breath. Last night, before I went to sleep, I had the feeling I was seeing the lines even with my glasses on. Seems like it was just my imagination. No need to worry. Psst. Maybe it's because I slept in an unfamiliar room, but my mind is hazy. Oh, I'm not feeling great. Shiki-sama? Hisui calls out to me. Yeah? What? Stop. What's wrong? Shaking my head, I shake away my sleepiness. Good morning, Hisui. Thanks for coming to wake me. There's no need to thank me. No, I mean, I'm still going to. You're not going to stop me. It is my duty to come and wake you, Shiki-sama. Hisui gives a plain and completely expressionless response. Even in an unfavorable light, I think Hisui's features are beautiful. Hey, that is another Nasu staple. Just randomly complimenting women on their looks in your mind. But you know what? I'm gonna be real. That part's that's a little realistic. I mean, there's times when, you know, you're just like, dang. You know, you'll just be like hanging out with a girl, and even if you don't have like romantic feelings towards her, but you'll just be sitting there, and then like part of you will just be like, dang, like she's good looking, right? It's just a part of a dude's nature. So you know what? I'll give that. As long as he doesn't say it out loud and keeps it to himself, then that, you know, that's fine, right? But if he starts saying it out loud, then that's when it becomes a problem. It'd be wonderful for such a girl to wake me up every morning, but as Hisui never smiles, I don't feel that happy about it. What a shame. Hisui only had half of Kohaku's brightness. She'd be really cute. Do you need something? Realizing I am looking at her, Hisui stares right back at me. No, nothing at all. Waking up with you there makes me feel like I'm really at the Tono mansion. Now then, getting off the bed, I stretch out both arms. Suddenly I realize I'm wearing pajamas. Who changed us? I'm sure that yesterday I... Huh? I thought I slept in my uniform last night. Yes, since it is bad for your health to do so. Nah. Okay. Okay. Alright. Nei-san changed your clothes and put you to bed afterwards. Hisui explains it as if it is something perfectly natural. I see. She changed my clothes. It's true that I could have caught a cold if I slept like that. It's actually not. It's actually super not true. There's actually nothing that would give you a cold for sleeping in your... There's nothing. People sleep naked all the time. People sleep in their jeans. Now that's scary. That's a true evil of the world. But for the sake of convenience, let's just say that yes, I could have caught a cold if I slept like that. It's the kind of attentive service you'd expect from a maid. Hey, wait a minute. Hey. Chotto matte kudasai. Can you hold up? 'Cause that's not okay. I mean, it is. It's actually pretty cool. But again, let's say for the sake of being a, you know, Japanese boy who's not really a Chad, let's say that's not okay. Okay? Okay. Let's just say that. What? I quickly check my pants and underwear. My pants are brand new pajama pants. Even my underwear is... Oh, wow. Oh, that's literally what I was going with. I don't want to say what the hell did you do, but somehow I want to say it, but the words are stuck in my throat. I've got to calm down and think things over for now. Let's see. First of all, half the blame belongs to me. And the one who changed me wasn't Hisui, it was her sister, Kohaku-san. It would be wrong to complain to Hisui. Hisui? Yes, what is it? You don't have to do anything uncalled for like this from now on. If you have to, please wake me up. I can change myself, so I'd like to do so. My face is a deep red as I say all this. Hisui obediently nods in affirmation. Your uniform is folded and awaits you over there. Please come to the sitting room after you've changed. Damn it. How careless could I be? It was careless of me to begin when I fell asleep on the bed like that, but not have been woken up while I was being changed is over the top. Usually I would have sensed it, but maybe I was just, like, really tired. Complaining to myself isn't going to change anything. I can't just keep standing here and talking to myself like an idiot. I better hurry and change and go have breakfast. The school uniform had been neatly folded, and my shirt had been even ironed. Wow. I don't even do that. I refuse to iron. I hate ironing. I think ironing is soul-crushing. Like, I'll do it for pants, but ironing shirts, I don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Where do the wrinkles go? Like, with a pant, you have a nice straight line to pull out the wrinkles, but with a shirt, I don't get it. I just don't. Passing my wrist through the sleeves feels good. I disagree. I feel like iron sleeves are oppressive. It's that fresh, brand new feeling. No, there's nothing wrong with being naked, is there? Yep. There was nothing wrong with it. But I couldn't help being embarrassed at the fact that I was being changed by the warmly smiling Kohaku-san. Top things off, the face in the mirror keeps smiling from time to time despite being bright red. Are you really okay, Tonoshiki? I thought you were supposed to be uneasy about staying here, you amateur. Kiha and Kohaku-san are sitting in the sitting room, relaxing in the sitting room. Kiha is wearing the uniform of the Asagami Ladies Academy, a famous school for young girls. They are drinking tea together gracefully, as if breakfast ended a long time ago. I... Well, this is a choice, isn't it? I'm gonna greet Kohaku-san. Nah, I gotta get along with my sister. Let's greet both of them. Good morning, you two. Good morning, Shiki-san. Wearing a white apron that suits her, Kohaku-san replies with a smile that could not possibly be larger. She saw my junk. On the other hand, Akiha just casts a glare at me. Good morning. You certainly took your time this morning, Nii-san. She certainly knows how to put a damper on things. Took my time? Barely past 7. Takes 30 minutes to get to school from here, so I'm actually up early. So you're saying you're going to finish breakfast in just 10 minutes? You're not some starving dog. You're going to eat breakfast. I'd like you to take your time. Akiha's words really do have thorns. I'm not a dog, Akiha. And I remember. Wait, no, I'm a cat. Ha! Jokes. This is the jokes. This is what we're here for, people, right? This is the humor. Please ignore what just happened with the screen. I was just testing something out. I was testing out switching the monitors to see if that looks better, but it doesn't. That's okay. Speaking of dogs, here's what happened last night. Hey, about last night, does that happen every night? What? Akiha tilts her head slightly in response to my question. It seems the point of my question has completely failed to reach her. I'm talking about, like, what happened last night? The noisy woof woof woof, awoo 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 racket? Even you wouldn't be able to sleep with that going on, right? Nii-san? What are you talking about? What? I'm talking about last night, of course. Around, like, 11 at night? Like, that thing that very clearly was hearable from everywhere, right? I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy at all. Right? Okay. Some stray dogs were barking their heads off. Kiha and Kohaku exchanged looks, and then together they both look back at me. It's like they think I'm some kind of nutcase. Ruh-roh. I can't just let this slip by. Fine, I'm not asking you anymore, Kiha. Kohaku-san, it was really noisy last night, wasn't it? Was it really? I did think the wind was quite strong, but the only unusual thing I found while looking around late at night was you, sleeping in your uniform on top of your bed. Ah, yes. I'll be more careful from now on. What? What happened, Kohaku? Oh, nothing in particular. Shiki-san just has a bad sleeping posture, that's all. Kohaku-san dodges Akia's question with a smile. Come to think of it, Kohaku's calling me Shiki-san now. Oh yeah, hey, that's good. Seems like Hisui passed on my message from last night. Are you sure neither of you noticed? Dogs were barking for like 30 minutes straight last night. Woof, 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 woof. If that isn't noisy, I don't know what is. It really was a woof woof panic, wasn't it? Girl, what are you talking about? Somehow I get the feeling Kohaku-san has missed the point. Well, that's like basically how it was. I don't remember anything like that. You don't either, do you, Kohaku? Nope, I don't. Cool. I love being gaslit. It's my favorite thing, honestly. It's like, it's great. Just straight up just gaslighting me. It's awesome. It's cool. Don't need, Sorry, Shiki-san. There wasn't anything particularly like that last night that I can remember. She's got the Tosaka hair flip. Oh god. And it's decided. The only possibility I can think of is that Nissan had a dream about it. Ugh. Now that she mentions it, maybe it was a dream, but... You must have had a nightmare because you weren't used to the mansion yet, Nissan. Oh, I know what. If that stray dog barks at me again, perhaps we shall what? Perhaps, wait. Oh, she's still saying this. If that stray dog barks again tonight, perhaps we shall start keeping an extra vicious guard dog here. A malicious giggle comes out from Akiha. I am now out of time, so please excuse me, Nissan. Please do take care not to get attacked by any dogs on your way to school. I'm gonna say it. I don't like her. I do not like her. I think she's very mean. I think she is quite a mean person. Why is she gotta be like that? Why can't she be a nice sister? Come on. Ugh, whatever. Pfft. Who needs you? I got maids that let me watch their TV, right? Anyways, Akiha leaves the sitting room. Kohaku-san leaves to escort her to the doorway. Now seems like a good time to come to a conclusion. Given what's happened from last night until now, it's no-brainer to work out that for some reason, Akiha really, really hates me. Yeah. I felt like that was coming. Real soon there. That conclusion, not the fact that she was hating us. Like, yeah, we got that kind of day one. I leave for the lobby after I eat breakfast Kohaku-san made for me. Isui's in the lobby waiting with my bag. Will there be enough time, Shiki-sama? Yeah, it's not even 20 minutes to school from here if I run. It's 7:30 now, so I could make it even if I take the long way. Satisfied with my explanation? Isui nods. Very well, I will escort you out. Yeah, thanks. Terribly embarrassing thing to have a personal servant. Ah, Shiki-san, please wait. With pattering footsteps, Kohaku-san runs down from the second floor. Pat, 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 pat. Isui steps back and falls silent as Kohaku-san appears. Huh? Weren't you with Akiha? Lady Akiha goes to school by car. Since I had something to give you this morning, I stayed behind. Something to give me? Yes. This came from the Arima family yesterday. Kohaku-san smiles. But I have all my luggage already. The things I used while I was at the Arima's house all belong to them, so all I've got are my own clothes. Really? But this was sent here nonetheless. Kohaku-san hands me a thin wooden box, perhaps 20 centimeters long. It's not heavy at all. Kohaku-san, I've never seen this before. Well, apparently, it was left to you by your departed father. It was to be given to you in the will. By my old man? I can't feel anything about that. What's the old man who expelled me from the mansion 8 years ago doing leaving me things? Is it gonna be like I flip open the box and it's just like a letter in there saying like, I have no son? Oh, that's rough. Oh, that would suck. That's rough, buddy. Oh well. Kohaku-san, please take it to my room for me. Kohaku-san is staring intently at the wooden box. She seems almost like a child who wants a toy. Gee, that's the stare sound. No, she is a child. I get it. You want to know what's inside, right? Oh, no, not at all. I merely wondered for a moment. Like I said, you do wonder what's inside. Alright, let's open it. 1, 2, 3! With a dry sound, the wood box opens. Inside there is a 10-centimeter bar of thin iron. Thanks for the Tier 1 crafting materials, Father. It's an iron bar. Undecorated and worn, it has finger marks all over it. The old man must have really hated me to leave a piece of junk like this. No, Shiki-san, it's a fruit knife. Oh, that's even better. Kohaku-san takes the iron bar out of the box. See? Isn't this one of those folding knives? 1, 2, 3. With a pa-chink! A 10-centimeter blade pops out from the bar. I see. It is certainly a knife. It's old, but it seems pretty solid. The year and the era it was made is written on the back. Kohaku-san replaced the blade and hands over the knife. Certainly, there's a number written on the grip. Character 7 and under it, Knight. That's intriguing. Nay-san, there is no era by that name. It just says, Nanatsu Yoru. Surprised, I turn around. Hisui, who had been silent until now, was looking at the knife over my shoulder. You surprised me, Hisui. You should say something. You don't have to look over my shoulder like that, you know. If you want to see, I'll show it to you. Hisui's cheeks suddenly become a little redder. Please excuse me. That knife is so beautiful I could not help myself. Beautiful? You really think it's beautiful? It's a knife. Looks like kind of beat up to me. Not at all. The tempering of the blade is masterful. I think it is a knife with its own proper history. Really? Looks to me like a piece of junk. But since Hisui seems convinced, I begin to feel the same thing. Huh. In its own way, I guess it's not such a bad inheritance. 7 Knights? Maybe that's the name of this fruit knife. Maybe. I can't imagine him, like, naming a fruit knife like that. Weird. It's a bit of a weird name. Whatever the case may be, it's obvious it's an antique. Well, in any case, I believe in taking what's given to me. I replace the blade and put the knife in my trouser pocket. Alright, bud, I'm gonna be real. Maybe bringing the knife to school is a terrible idea. I mean, I get it, this takes place in Japan, it's different, but I mean... people have gotten kicked out for less. God, you hear those stories about kids with, like, BB guns or Nerf guns on their walls and they're getting expelled from Zoom classes. God. It's the worst, isn't it? Oy vey. Well, Shiki-sama, you have enough time? Oh, I still have to get going. Well, Kohaku-san, thanks for the delivery. You're welcome. Kohaku-san smiles and waves. We gotta rush to school. Leaving the doorway, I pass through the garden. As I pass out the mansion... As I pass out the mansion gates, I sense a commotion. What's going on? Something's happening right on the right side of the mansion. I heard that someone found bloodstains on the road east of the mansion. Bloodstains? You mean like leftover blood? Yeah, yes, Shiki, that is what bloodstains are. Yes. There was blood on the mansion fence, too. The police came to inquire about what happened last night while you were sleeping, Shiki-sama. Does that mean, like, someone died? No, all that has been found are the bloodstains. East side of the mansion, where the man in the black coat was last night. Bloodstains. Traces of blood. Bloodstains. Traces of red. Come to think of it, I get the feeling I saw something red. Shiki-sama? No, it's nothing. I shake my head, shake off the bad images. Well, I'll be going now. Thanks for seeing me off, Hisui. Goodbye. Please take care on the way. Hisui bows deeply. I'm not sure what to take care about, but she's probably worried about my health. Yeah, thanks. You take care too, Hisui. It's only right to repay good intentions with similarly good intentions. With an energetic wave of my hand at Hisui, I leave the gates of the mansion behind. I walk along the... See, for you that's unfamiliar. For me, this is literally a street from Fate's Stay Night. I walk along the unfamiliar. I walk along the, the unfamiliar streets. It's not. They're not unfamiliar. They're unfamiliar streets. I just broke my wrist. Ow. Okay. Gotta watch that out. Up until now, I've been going to school from the Arima house, so it's the first time I've taken this route to school. It's the only path that I'm taking that's different, but I feel like I'm going to a new... It's only the path I'm taking that's different, but I feel like I'm going to a new school. There doesn't seem to be a lot of students from my school around here. Apparently, there are not many who live around here. 7:30 in the morning. I can't see anyone running along the streets in a school uniform except me. The business district is in a rush of activity. As usual, the scene is the one of suited firm employees gearing up for themselves for today's battle. No, it isn't quite the same as usual. The last few days, the atmosphere has been a little heavier in this town. Probably due to the serial killings. Yeah, that would do it. That would help. There are less people in the streets in the evenings now, too. Better cut down on the hanging around at night hour, Hiko. Face of my bad friend drifts into my mind. He's the sort to carry out hanging out at night regardless of the atmosphere in town. Well, it's not like he's gonna listen to a word I say anyways. I start to see some people in school uniforms intermingling with the crowd. We're only about 10 minutes until the school gates close. They close? Uh-oh. I dash along the asphalt street so I won't be late. I arrive. Seems like it took 20 minutes rather than 30 from the mansion. I'll need to leave around 7 if I want to go slowly since I ran several times on the way. The classroom, just minutes before her homeroom, is full of commotion. Scattered all over the room are my classmates, intent on talking until the teacher arrives. Like a festival in here, although there's only a few minutes left. I ease my way to the seat next to the window. Then, yo! You're late, Tono. In stark contrast to the otherwise pleasant classroom, there is someone waiting with a big grin on his face. And in addition, good morning, Tono-kun. Oh, hey, he's accompanied by someone very unexpected. Senpai, why are you in my class? Our classroom, Senpai? Dumbfounded, I point to CL Senpai like I'm looking at a ghost. Huh? Is it so unusual? I was just wondering if you were in class, so I decided to come see you, Tono-kun. Unusual? The seniors, never come to the junior classrooms. There's all sorts of reasons, but the biggest one is that they're just too far apart. Oh, I see. Senpai nods with a serious face. You don't have to worry about that. Despite my appearance, I'm a fast runner. It takes me less than a minute to get to my class downstairs from here. Senpai emphasizes her point. I guess she's just not the kind of person who cares what other people think.
Quit whining, Tono. What's wrong with it anyway? Senpai's here because she wants to be.
Arihiko, being Arihiko, plonks himself down on my desk and starts a merry conversation with Senpai. I don't mind, but you want to get to your class 2 minutes before homeroom starts, Senpai. I feel tired for some reason. Sighing, I sit down. Inui-kun, it seems Tono-kun is feeling down.
Yeah, he's probably feeling irritable because he's not used to his life after moving. Tono doesn't mind most things, but he's got a bad habit of throwing a fit when faced with things he doesn't understand.
Really? Tono-kun doesn't seem like the type to get angry.
Nope, that's not true. Tono, you see, is pretty mature, but when he encounters something he doesn't understand, kaboom!
Kaboom, is it?
Yep. Change your opinion once you see him lose it, so you can't trust him like that, Senpai.
Two of them whisper to each other. Hey, listen, if you're gonna talk privately, do you mind doing it in the hallway? I can hear every word you say when you do it on my desk, so there's no real point to it.
What? You could hear us?
Arihiko gives an exaggerated reaction of surprise. No one could stay angry after being hit with an act like that. Senpai puts her hands to her mouth, and I can't tell how serious she is. But Senpai, she may have actually intended to talk privately.
It's terrible, Tono. Listening in on the lovey-dovey private conversation between Senpai and I. Sure got some nasty hobbies.
Arihiko points at me. Are you trying to pick a fight with me, Arihiko? Actually, please do. Right now, I'm more than willing. Like, seriously, put him up. Put him up. Let's go. Arihiko shakes his head.
Of course not. You're my dear friend, right? I'd exchange fists with even my parents, but I have a policy of not fighting my friends.
I don't know about that first part there, about sure.
I'm the very model of chivalry.
Sure, let's go with that. Yeah, sure. That's amazing. I guess chivalrous people could punch their parents in the world that's inside his head. I see, that's a pretty rotten policy.
Ha! You pretend to be depressed, but deep down you're the same Tono as always. Damn, I had nothing to worry about after all.
Arihiko hits me a couple times on the back. Arihiko, were you worried about me just then?
Don't ask me trivial stuff like that, you dumbass. It's only good if I do without you noticing.
Arihiko hits my back some more. We've been friends for a long time, but I still can't get a hold of this guy's personality.
So, how's your new house? Pretty heavy and stressful by the looks of it.
Can't really say. I had a bad dream last night, and the people of the house gave me the cold shoulder.
I see. Yes. My feeling is deep. I feel you deeply. My deeply feelings, yes. Sounds rough.
Arihiko nods with a difficult expression. And Senpai is silent, staring at us while we have our trivial conversation. Senpai? Tono-kun, you do get along really well with Inui-kun. Are you serious, Senpai? Must need thicker glasses if that's what you're seeing after what just happened. Not at all, Tono-kun. You look really relaxed when you're with Inui-kun. You're really open and trust him a lot. Senpai smiles happily for some reason. Arihiko and I exchanged looks and tilt our heads. Oh, I'm so envious. I really admire how your friendship allows such understanding without you getting worried over each other. Senpai's impressed.
Really?
Arihiko and I exchanged looks and raised our eyebrows. That's right. It's just that you two don't realize it. But maybe it'll end if you do. In that case, it'd be best if you two just remained as you are. Yes, a truly miraculous balance. Well, I guess you could say our relationship is a miraculous tightrope. Arihiko nods in agreement. I guess that's one point we perfectly agree on. That's almost time. I'll be going now. Did you watch the news this morning, Tono-kun? No, the house I moved to doesn't have a television, so I can't watch the morning news. That's so. Well, I'll just ask you straight out then. There was a big mansion on today's morning news. Is that where you live? Yeah? This morning's news? Now that she mentions it, Hisui said the police had come to talk. Yeah, that must be my house. I heard the police came this morning to ask us questions. That's so. You mustn't be out playing late at night, Tono-kun. Senpai leaves quickly. Watch her silently. And... Tono! What? I'm not listening to any more of your trivial garbage.
It's not trivial. Becoming a big problem. You become so familiar with Senpai that she even comes here to see you.
Arihiko stares at me gravely. Well, I don't know anything about it. I've only started talking to her recently. She just came here on a whim today? And come to think of it, aren't you pretty familiar with her too?
No way, man. It's taking me 7 days to get her to remember my name.
Oh, that's unusual. Wasn't your policy not to deal with girls you can't pick up in a day because they're too much trouble?
That's for normal girls, but Senpai's different, man. I mean, you've seen Senpai. You've seen... right? Like, more so than normal. Like, especially that one? Like, whoa. Like, holy crap. Like that... Like, we know she's an exchange student, but dang. Where's she from? Tuna Town?
I'm stopping here, okay? That's... Joke's over. Alright, let's get back. Oh, boy.
I've kept it a secret all this time, but actually
Oh, you got a crush, dude? You like senior girls who look good with glasses on, don't you? I mean, hey, bud, it's good taste. It's good taste. We like that. We live for that. That's understandable. That's my taste too. Don't worry, don't worry. I get you deeply. I truly do. I understand. Arihiko's face turns red.
You knew all along, my dear friend.
Yeah, I knew. We're friends, after all. We get along well and we've got the same interests.
I see. You understand how good Senpai is too, can't you? Hey, wait!
Yeah, like I've said, we've got similar interests, right? That's why we're into the same type of women. Arihiko nods in agreement, heads back to his own seat.
I guess it was a short friendship, Tono.
Yeah, exactly right. I wave Arihiko off. The teacher comes in at the same time. Apparently, one new thing for the remake is the teacher gets a face, which is, hey, that's good. That's a nice thing. I like that. It's nice to actually go back and give some faces to previous faceless characters. They need it. They need the characterization. Well, I think we are at the part where I think we are good to go. We'll continue on here from next time, guys. I'm going to keep them to roughly hour parts just to not go too long. Who knows, maybe I'll do longer ones in the future when things get really action-packed. But for now, I think keeping it at roughly an hour, we should be good to go. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time for some more Let's Read Tsukihime. Ciao!